This is the one this is the legend. That's iconic right there. Hey everybody, Mike, the Golden State Picker. Nope, not my garage. I wish it was. But this is Derzerland in Orlando, Florida. The man who put this together, his name is Michael Derzer, and he has a $200 million car collection inside here. And I'm gonna show you some footage, something different on this channel. We don't always just show you reselling, but this is kind of cool, kind of different. And Derzerland, he built this shopping center, or bought it, and then built this complex. There are $200 million worth of vehicles in here, from scooters, motorcycles, cars, movie cars, you name it, James Bond area, everything. It's very, very cool. Not only cars, but you can do other things inside here, bumper cars, bowling, and one of my favorite things is the classic pinball area, where I can go and pay an hour and play all the classic pinballs. My favorite is Funhouse. Me and my wife used to play that all the time. So we like playing that one when we're here. Anyhow, we're gonna get into it, show you some video footage of all these great cars at Derzerland. So let's go. There's a classic, the Scooby-Doo, the Mystery Machine. This is a $200 million car collection. This guy used to have his collection down in Miami, and he moved it all the way up here into Orlando. Bought a shopping mall, and this is inside a shopping mall. A lot of things to do here, but the biggest thing is this car museum and some interesting cars, some concept cars, just a lot of fun. Here's a Flower and Love, I think is what it's, Flower Power is what it says. Volkswagen Museum of Puerto Rico. So he bought a lot of cars. You take a look over here. This is a Marilyn Monroe car that somebody made. Somebody made a James Dean car, huge horn ornament. Just a lot of interesting stuff. An Elvis, somebody did an Elvis car. Here's the Green Hornet car. How many remember that TV show, The Green Hornet? Here you go, 1965 Chrysler Imperial, AKA the Black Beauty. That was that Bruce Lee? I think Bruce Lee, right? How many remember the TV show, The Dukes of Hazzard? Yeah, The Dukes of Hazzard. And there's the General Lee. All right, guys, here's an interesting car. This is the longest car in the world. It was finally restored, it says here, on March 1st, 2022. The Derzerland Park Orlando Super Limo rolled in at a length of 100 feet, breaking its 1986 record by a small fraction. It has a helipad, putting green, jacuzzi tub, seating for 75, 26 wheels. Let's take a look at this guy. This is a big car. You can see it all the way down there. And that's a 105-foot car for you right there. See what this jacuzzi tub looks like on the back here. Oh, that's their putting green. Look at that. That's the putting green. And there's the jacuzzi tub. And there's your helicopter pad. There you go. This was a Duesenberg, 1927, I guess. Wow, these things are some heavy looking cars. Beautiful car. Highly collectible car. You've seen these a lot sometimes on Meacham Auto, that kind of thing. There's a Duesenberg. Even a collection of old outboard motors. Look at these. Interesting outboard motor collection. A couple of older boats here too. What a big collection of outboard motors. And some model ships. The model ships are pretty interesting too. Here's one of Regent. They made these to show you what the cruise ships were like. A lot of wooden ships. One of the interesting things is he lots his cars by country sometimes. So this is Israel, and these are Israeli cars, I guess. So let me take a look in here. This is a Sabra Roadster Sport 1963. And there he is. That's Michael Derzer, and he is the guy who put this collection together himself. And that's him. There's another Sabra. So quite a bit of a collection of just a lot of cool stuff in here. It's another little Sabra sports car. Look at, they're pretty nice inside. Look at that dash, really cool. What is this one? This is a Studebaker Lark 4. You can see this is just the beginning of this collection too. You can see cars everywhere. Just there's that limo, and it goes for quite a ways. Here is France, so we'll go and take a look at France. It's a Woody type car. Look at that. Some very that's a Citroen. Citroen is very popular in France. That's a Citroen too back here. A very unique style with that rag top that would lift off. There's an old truck. Another Citroen back there. Here's a Renault. Look at that little trailer that you could pull behind that Citroen up there. Now you go into Italy. You know Italy, Ferrari, Maserati, Lamborghini, all that kind of stuff. Alfa Romeo, look at that. Nice clean little Alfa Romeo. Look how tiny this car is. Wow, that's a Fiat 500. Very tiny. I used to own a Fiat. I owned a Fiat Super Brava. Is that a Volkswagen? That's a Volkswagen. Yeah, here's some more Fiats lined up out here. You can see them. My Fiat was kind of that color right there, but it was a Super Brava. This is in the German section too, I guess. Now we're heading into. Oh, they even got a look at that. Welcome to Russia. Was it the Yugo for Russia? I can't even say that name. Look at that name. Zazapoportis. Got a flat tire back there. The Moscovich, 1982. A Volga. Wow. Welcome to England. There's a Rolls. And what is this car? Take a look at this thing. Very unique looking. That's a Mini Cooper. That's a Cooper S. Check that out. Kind of looks dangerous with no doors. Another Rolls. Famous for their Rolls Royce. There's a Corniche. A Bentley. There's a Bentley. There is a MG replica. That's a replica. Remember how they used to, you could build MG replicas, Cobra replicas, the Ford. This is from the movie The Great Race with Tony Curtis, Jack Lemmon, Natalie Wood. And this is Professor Fate, the car. There's the rocket. This is from Fast and the Furious 4. This is a car from that movie series, and it's the where Dominic Toretto uses the car while hijacking fuel tankers. And what's interesting, guys, is they built these cars. Look at that. See the steering wheel in the back? And then there's a steering wheel in the front. This is a stunt car, so they could drive this both ways. They could have a driver going each direction, so they're reversing it. The driver in the back is doing the reverse driving. The Interceptor from Mad Max. He calls this the Art Deco collection. There's a Hupmobile Skylark 1940s. Always love the grill work on these older cars like this. This is a Chrysler. But look at the grill work. Amazing, right? They don't make cars like this anymore where they got this style. These look like they would just be fun to drive. Look at the rumble seat. I don't think there were any seat belts in this, guys. He just sat back there and held on. Strap the spare tire on. Beautiful front end. Hood ornaments were just as much to play with cars too. They made some pretty cool hood ornaments that we can find reselling. That's a 1929 Cadillac LaSalle. There's another black beauty right here. Really, see that hood ornament? 1939 Cadillac. Even the steering wheels had that Art Deco look. The clock way over there. I think it says the temperature says cold, hot. All right, guys, here's a Willys 1957. Wow. Stunning, super cool car. Lots of room in these with those bench seats in there. Wow. That's a, I think it's a Wartburg, German. Kind of looks like the older Fiats. The ones like I used to drive, the Super Brava, kind of squared off from that era. Super kind of cool. Then in here we get into a few Little muscle cars, some interesting ones from used from certain movies, some of them. Very nice. Some Corvettes back here. Comes some Mustangs, Trans Am, Firebird. Wow. Firebird with that classic Firebird on the hood. Firebird on the hood. Mustang. There is one super cool VW Baja Bug. I mean, that is awesome. Yes, the paint job on this is amazing. It's that engine. My best man at my wedding, he had a Baja Bug. We used to always work on it, and it was a lot of fun. Super easy to work on. You could get so many add-ons for these VWs. A more hyped up one. Look at that. Got a big motor in there. Beautiful car. Look at that. They put the motor in the back. Look at that. Here is a VW bus converted for ambulance, as an ambulance. And take a look at this. Wow. Oh my goodness, scary. You got just basically a ride to the hospital and hope you made it, basically. Another interesting one is the VW flatbed, like for hauling, like a tow truck. It's got a VW up on top of it, a little bit modified, but that's very, very cool looking. Still around. Amazing cars are the Volkswagens, right? There's an old classic with the soft tops, a couple of them. This is the car museum, guys. It is just so vast and so big. It goes from here, it just keeps going. It's massive how many cars are in this collection. If you're ever in Orlando, you just got to do this. There's a lot of things you can do outside. Classic pinball, everything else you can do, bumper cars, just bowling. It's a huge complex. During the week, it's never really crowded, so you can just spend your time like I am, just taking a look around. You see so many unique cars, just unbelievable. Oh wow, this is the Jesse James. Remember the Jesse James monster garage? Well, there is one that he built, the fire truck one. How cool is that? There it is, Monster Garage. When that show was popular, I used to watch it. Can't quite get inside to see it, but remember he had it pop up to put out a fire. They used a town car, I think a Lincoln Town Car to do that. All right, time to go a little bit European again. Planet Euro. With a lot of Volkswagens we're going to see in here. I don't know how many Volkswagens they sold over the years, but must have been just millions and millions and millions of these Volkswagen Bugs. So easy to make. I guess like the Model T of Germany were these. I mean, so look at that. Soft top, pull it back. There's a little split window. Wow, look at that, how cool that split window. Super cool. Look at this. This is a BMW. I think this one is the one that splits open or something. This is, yeah, you can see the hinges there. I think it splits open so you can get into it. What a unique little car. I don't know, can't read what it is. It's a 59 BMW 600. And there's the classic VW van back there. There you go, flower power, peace, love, and happiness, all that kind of stuff. Basic interior. Man, I had the AM radio when I was a kid too. This would be fun to drive now. Don't know what this is. This is a Go-Go Mobile T700 Microcar Royale, 1959. Mercedes, there's a two-tone Volkswagen. 58 Mercedes. Oh, he has a huge collection of motorbikes, that kind of item. Vespas, you name it. Scooters. Just a huge, cool collection of all these vintage scooters, motorbikes, electric bikes, whatever you want to call them, gas powered. Massive collection. Lamboretta. Look at this. I have to see this one in person. It's pretty cool. Some more bikes. Look at this, the motor wheel. You would add that on, you would hook that onto the bike and then power it up. Motor wheel. This is a tandem bike. Wow, a lot of scooters. Very popular in Europe were these scooters. I think they still are in a way. You just can't, it's crazy when you see all of these. A little bit more modern ones down here. Again, some older gas powered, look at that. Gas powered engine on that, like a bicycle. These couple of interesting looking ones. Cushman. All right, everybody, now it's time to go see the Batman collection. Let's go in and take a look. Wow, look at this. There's one from the classic TV series right there. There is this is the 1998 Batmobile 2 and Batman Returns. So this one is, take a look at that. Wow. But this is the one this is the legend. That's iconic right there. Bat phone. Awesome. Another one from another movie of the Batman series. How about, remember the Bat boat? Take a look at that. This one is actually driven by Adam West and Burt Ward. This was the one. It was used 1966. This is the Bat. This is the iconic one. There you go. Catwoman up there. There's the Bat Cycle. Cool. Another Batmobile. And there's the Bat Cycle. Only 4 Bat Cycles were ever built. The original one was the only one ever used in the filming of the 3 Other 3 traveled the show. Only 2 exist today. Collectibles still out there for us resellers, right guys? All right, Main Street, USA. Let's go take a look. This old woody type. This is a beautiful car. Wood, beautiful wood trimming. Town and Country, 1949 Chrysler Town and Country with the wood. I mean, that's amazing. Beautiful looking car. Seat a lot of people very comfortably in these cars. Again, what's so nice about this museum is they're restored, they're cleaned up, but they are left, a lot of them, in general condition. You can see here, you know, it's not completely restored. So it's very cool to see them in basically user shape to me. Some people would take them a little further and really push them to the, you know, pristine condition. But that's what I like about this museum is a lot of the cars are just really just there for you to see. We got a classic New York City taxi cab back in the day. Super classic. Not sure if this is from a movie, but it's a very unique build. It looks like it's part airplane because it looks like it's made from an airplane. There's the pilot's area, machine gun mounted, and they have converted it into some kind of military vehicle. Definitely airplane, and then I don't know if it was for a movie, it doesn't say. If anybody knows, let me know, but I haven't seen this in any movie that I've seen. Very unique military type. Just a custom build. All right, let's go take a look at the military pavilion. Wow. Nice. Moto Guzzi, there you go. Moto Guzzi. Shipmates pinball. Yeah, it's another thing they have in here. Like I said, an antique pinball area. You can pay by the hour and play as much pinball as you want. Vintage pinball. My favorite was Funhouse. I loved playing Funhouse. So if you have a favorite pinball game you played, let me know down and below in the comments. Look at that. The Volkswagen. Old, you know, deuce and a halves, that kind of stuff. These are classics. Jeeps, a lot of different, look at this, is a nice looking vehicle here. That's heavy duty there. What is this one, does it say? 1983 Land Rover Series 3. Old amphibious, 118th Amphibious Tank Truck Company at Utah Beach, June 6, 1944. That's what the That's the type of vehicle they used to land at Omaha Beach and all that D-Day. All right, let's go take a look at Hollywood. Cars of the Stars. Very interesting area. Hey, there's Marilyn Monroe. Oh, I see one I like already. Here's Miami Vice, a Ferrari from Miami Vice. Don Johnson, a 1973 Ferrari Daytona. Mach 5. One of my favorite cartoons when I was a kid was Speed Racer. I loved that cartoon. Watched it every time I was home from school when I was that age. Oh wow, Speed Racer. Take a look at the Mach 5. That cool lines there. Is this maybe Magnum PI? Could be. Dick Tracy the movie and Madonna's purple car. James Dean, that was the 1968 Porsche Spyder 550. That's the one I think he was killed in, right? Obviously not the car, but the same kind of car. Oh, Mini Me. Austin Powers. There's a Lotus. That would probably be from James Bond. This is some of James Bond, but we're going to go into a James Bond area in a minute. But I also loved the Lotus. I always wanted a Lotus too. It's weird. The Lotus Esprit, that was the one I wanted. And I think it was probably this was Roger Moore. I think Roger Moore was the famous one in the Lotus. There's the big Hummer. Nice. An H1. The Saint. This is from The Saint, the movie The Saint. I think that was Roger Moore, right? Pretty sure. Yep, Roger Moore. There's the Monkeys mobile. Take a look. Wow, this is very cool. It's a very cool car. Look at this. Look at that is an amazing car. That looks like a fun car just to drive right now too. Look at the pipes coming out. Back there is the A-Team, Mr. T. Oh, and look at this. The Munsters is Dracula wagon here. I think we're coming to the Munsters. There it is, the Munsters right there. Nice. The velvet interior. That is so cool. The Munsters. Nice. Is this Herbie? Herbie Rides Again? Volkswagen? Oh, Gran Torino. Is that Starsky and Hutch? Yes, that's the newer one though, I think, the newer movie. But that is the Starsky and Hutch Gran Torino. That is so classic. That is way cool. RoboCop. Looks like a Tesla almost, right? Oh, Back to the Future. There's the DeLorean. Nice. Michael J. Fox. One of the Herbie fully loaded stunt cars that got crashed up. You can see the roll cage in there. So that's Herbie fully loaded. But here's Michael Jackson. This is the Soul Train. Somebody did this, a Soul Train car. Very interesting car. Oh, the plane boss, Herbie Villechaize. The great Herbie Villechaize in Fantasy Island. Ghostbusters. Who you gonna call? Oh my, so many classic movies, right guys? Whenever you see stuff like this, it really does bring back the memories. There is Inspector Gadget. Wow, And then right here, this is the 1948 Ford Deluxe Greased Lightning. Grease. Olivia Newton-John. Nice. Oh, look at the back of Inspector Gadget here. Look at the dashboard. I'll take you in to show you the interior. Super nice. The shifters. Indiana Jones vehicle right here. This is going to be from the movie Lawnmower Man. I don't remember that one, but that's from Lawnmower Man. Here is Mr. Bean. And I don't know what this one is up here. I don't know what that's from. Well, there is the Knight Rider, right, guys? Remember that TV series? So here's the Knight Rider car. Very interesting. And behind us, we've got Indiana Jones, the motorcycle. And this is from Shanghai Nights. And back here is Total Recall. Remember the bus that those little taxis? That was a little taxi. That is Easy Rider. That's an easy one. And I think that is Terminator. Remember the first? Look at all the bullet holes in it. See all the bullet holes? Terminator 3. Another car, I'm not sure what it's from, but it is beat up. It's telling me up here now. This is from Edge of Tomorrow, starring Tom Cruise. One of the cars they used for that movie. And there's Michael Jackson to end it. Right, there is another section here, the James Bond Museum entrance. So we're going to take a look at James Bond. Alright guys, this is the James Bond area. And they're going to have like a little bit of everything from every year. So this is like Dr. No. There's Dr. No. Up here is From Russia with Love. That's the boat. Then you get Thunderball and Goldfinger. Some items there, some cool Mustang. Oh, the Aston Martin DB5. Look at there's the machine gun sticking out from there. And remember the You Only Live, what is that? You Only Live, I can't remember, 1967. You Only Live Twice. There's a helicopter. There's that. And there's a Toyota GT2000. Aston Martin again. And that's on Her Majesty's Secret Service. And over here is the Triumph. And there's Sean Connery, Diamonds Are Forever. The Triumph Stag. Here's another Mustang. Live and Let Die. That was one of my favorite with Roger Moore. Mustang Mach 1 right there. This is the boat. The famous scene in Live and Let Die is the boat chase, right? And then the Man with the Golden Gun, that was Roger Moore too. Roger Moore started taking over and doing it. And here is the plane from, I don't know if that's Man with the Golden Gun or that might be The Spy Who Loved Me. I think that's Man with the Golden Gun, the plane. And there's the car. Matador from there. Old Matador. There's that famous Lotus right there I was talking about. Spy Who Loved Me, helicopter. Moonraker. Remember the little Austins, these little beach-like cars they had? Very cool. eat in here. Very, very cool museum just devoted to James Bond, and it's included in your Derzerland ticket. A lot of memorabilia. Watches. It's the man with the golden gun. Remember that? There's the gun. The Walter PPK. Lighters. Just a whole lot of memorabilia from James Bond. Look at this, just books, you name it. You don't realize how much memorabilia movies do create, and they create a lot of memorabilia, a lot of merchandise. People now selling stuff for movies. This is the stuff that we try to find as resellers to collect or to resell. We're looking for this stuff. Look at all that stuff. All Bond. Hey, and these people are looking to buy from you too. They need to fill their museums up, right? So as resellers, we're trying to find this stuff so that people who love to collect it will definitely buy it if they need it. You see so much memorabilia, so much merchandise from just James Bond. There's books, paperback books. I find them a lot. More books. Dolls, the Bond girls. Even aftershave. Razors, look at that. Wilkinson. Playing cards. There's the complete Penguin series. That'd be nice to find. Figurines. More books. That 007 looks like Japanese. Even trading cards. There's a lot of stuff out there for us resellers to find, collect, or even resell back to people. Look at that merchandising on the Pepsi cans, 7-Up cans. Looks like 7-Up did a big promotion with it. Look at the number of books. If you see, you're just seeing a lot of books. Tons of books. Very cool. There is the Lotus, the Turbo Spree. Remember the wheels flipped down and turned into, I believe, a underwater craft. Yep, there's the propellers. For your eyes only. Now we're getting into the 1980s. Another Lotus. You see the Lotus converted to ski rack on it. Again, another Lotus. Finally, to get into a BMW. Remember when they had a BMW? Octopussy. And then there's the rickshaw that was the tuk-tuk, or the tuk-tuk they call them. This is Renault 11, a taxi. Oh, remember when it split in half? And I think they drove half the car, right? So, Living Daylights. Aston Martin again, back to the Aston Martin. And had these side rails that turned into like skis. And then there is License to Kill. And we're switching to another Bond character, another Bond, that was Timothy Dalton. Wow. This is GoldenEye. The semi. Here's the semi truck from that. Some motorcycles. Now back to Tomorrow Never Dies. And here we go into the Parahawks for 2002 Die Another Day Parahawks. Thunderbird from Die Another Day. Here's Casino Royale 2006. This is a Jaguar. Quantum of Solace. Skyfall and Spectre. All the way up to 2015. And here's another one, and here's an airplane. They actually put an airplane in here. Shows you how big this museum is, guys. This is really, really big. And this is one of the airplanes from one of the movies. Alright guys, this is the entrance to Derzerland. This is midweek, best time to go. We're off season, so it's very quiet. You can just take your time. But as you can see, pool tables, you name it, arcades, huge bars. This is the 007 Bond bar. It goes in one massive circle all the way. There is the Lotus, the Turbo Spree. Remember the wheels? Flipped down and turned into, I believe, a underwater craft. Yep, there's the propellers. For your eyes only, now we're getting into the 1980s. Another Lotus. You see the Lotus converted to ski rack on it. Again, another Lotus. Finally, they get into a BMW. Remember when they had a BMW? Octopussy, and then there's the rickshaw that was the tuk-tuk, or the tuk-tuk they call them. And this is Renault 11, a taxi. Oh, and remember when it's split in half, and I think they drove half the car, right? So, Living Daylights. Aston Martin again, back to the Aston Martin. And had these side rails that turned into like skis. And then there is License to Kill. And we're switching to another Bond character, another Bond, that was Timothy Dalton. Wow. This is GoldenEye. The semi, here's the semi truck from that. Some motorcycles. Back to Tomorrow Never Dies. And here we go into the Parahawks for 2002 Die Another Day Parahawks. Thunderbird from Die Another Day. Here's Casino Royale 2006. This is a Jaguar. Quantum of Solace. Skyfall and Spectre. All the way up to 2015. And here's another one, and here's an airplane. They actually put an airplane in here. Shows you how big this museum is, guys. This is really, really big. And this is one of the airplanes from one of the movies. Down there, I'll try and show you a little bit of it. There's go-karts in here, bowling alley, arcade, you name it, they got it in here. So here is the entrance to the museum, is right there. Huge. That back section is all the cars back there. Like I said, this is not just that, it's all in one. So if you have family, you can spend a relaxation day instead of jamming everything in at Disney. Come do these electric go-karts. They've got a little train for the kids, the Derzer Express, whenever that's running. We've got look at these cool little go-karts, very quiet, electric. How cool, yeah, very interesting place. That's all I'll say, is it's very interesting. And it's a good time to just, hey, sometimes when you're in the parks, you just get, heat, all that, just come in here, air conditioned, and enjoy it. They've got, several places like to get a burger, coffee, lots of places to sit. Even a movie theater down at the end down there, Cinemark. Oh, I've seen these places. This is called Milk, and this is all you can eat, $5, all you can eat every day cereal. How cool is that? Look at this. Every cereal you want, you can eat. Very interesting place. Nice. All the classics. $5 all you can eat. And here it is, guys, the vintage pinball area where you purchase an hour and you get all you want for pinball. All the classics. Take a look. Street Fighter. What's your favorite pinball? Did you have one when you were growing up? Some really cool pinballs. Oh, the X-Files, Baywatch, that was a popular one. Oh yeah, the Terminator. Remember the Terminator? There we go. Really. And then we get over into the vintage area. Pac-Man, World Cup. Wow, some cool ones. Jungle Lord, Time Warp. Cool. Oh my gosh, look at this classic one. Captain Fantastic. That is Elton John. That is super, super cool. Bankroll. Let's go look around. Diner. That was a cool one. Last Action Hero Arnold. The Playboy. Rolling Stones. Kiss. Nice.